Hi class, let's take a look at problem 19. Now for this problem, I'm going to take a slightly different approach. I'm going to find the intercepts. So let me start with the actual x-intercept. So the x-intercept, it's going to occur when your y value is 0. So technically you're going to let y is equal to 0. And then your equation is 2x plus y is equal to 2. And all we're going to do is we're going to plug in 0 into the y value. So in this case, we're going to end up with the values of 2x plus 0 is equal to 2, or technically 2x is equal to 2. And then we're going to simply carry a division of the 2's, and we're going to end up with x is equal to 1. So the x-intercept it's going to be as a coordinate point x and y, the values of 1, 0. So for us, that's going to represent this point here. This is technically 1, 0. And let me find now the y-intercept. So the y-intercept so your y-intercept is going to occur when x is equal to 0. So I'm just going to let x equal to 0. And our equation is 2x plus the values of y is equal to 2. So we're going to be plugging in x is equal to 0, in this case, into this portion of the problem, which is going to give us 2 times 0 plus the values of y is equal to 2, or y is equal to 2. So the y-intercept, it's going to represent a coordinate point as an x and y of 0, 2. And that's going to be this point. In this situation, I'm using these coordinate points since it'll be easier for us to graph. And let me just connect those two dots. And that is actually our line. That's actually it for this one. We're assuming that we're drawing a vertical line, a straight line. In this case, that is going through those points. I can't really draw the line without actually not being squiggly, but it represents a horizontal line, not a horizontal, a straight line. Okay, that one's just a little bit better. That's actually it for problem 19. Let's move on to problem 20. And on problem 20, I'm just going to use the shortcut of the slope and the y-intercept. So I'm going to express the equation as mx plus b. So in this case, let me just rewrite it as you have 4x plus y is equal to negative 3. And then we're just going to be subtracting the x's. And then we're looking at y is equal to negative 4x minus the values of 3. Now, from this equation, your y-intercept, it's going to represent the constant. So in this case, we're looking at 0, negative 3, which we can put in a point 1, 2, and 3 here. And then we're going to follow the value of the slope. So the value of the slope represents the constant that multiplies the x's as a fraction, In this case, this is -4 or -4/1. Because your slope is actually negative, we're going to go 4 units down and then 1 unit to the right. So from the values of the y-intercept, which is 0, -3, we're going to count 4 units down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then technically 1 unit to the right. And then we're going to connect those 2 points, and that will be our line. Okay, that's actually it for this one. Let me just put the dots that we used. So that's the y-intercept. Then we follow the slope 4 units down and then 1 unit to the right. That's actually it for these 2 problems.